What? Go away, I'm busy. Go away, I'm busy. Okay, what am I doing? I'm building a train tech colour light signal. Let's see where we're up to. Hello, and thanks again for joining me. Sorry about that. Right, okay. You may remember a couple of videos ago I showed you some pictures of the dipole semaphore signals. I'm not using those now. I've decided to go colour light signals. So it's going to be bright and glary, so lots of colour light signals everywhere. And I'm just in the process now of starting to put together this kit, which is going to be a 2-aspect colour light signal with a feather. Let me show you what else we've been up to. We've done a couple of bits and pieces. I've got that board still upended, so I'm still working on that. And I've made a start on the control panel area. Control panel is going to go down on board, what we call board 1. And the wires are all going to come through from the back. That's going to go on the front, so that we'll have a nice neat control panel there. And there'll be some more of these plugs along the back that I use. So the wiring will come from the layout into the plugs, and then from the plugs onto the front panel, onto the switches, so that if I want to take the front panel off to work on it on the bench, I can just unplug the row of plugs and we're there. So that'll be a job that we're going to come to very shortly. And let's see what else we've been up to in the last few days. Okay, Saturday morning I've been over to Eastleigh and to AC Models, and I've got myself a nice station building. It's the GWR station building made by Oxford Structures. First time I've seen the kit, it's not a kit, first time I've seen it. It's a ready-made building, and the detail is absolutely beautiful. It's a pity I can't use or see the front as well as the platform side, because the detail on it is absolutely superb, and for the money, you know, it really is brilliant. So that's the station building that we're going to have on the layout there. And I've also got a small little waiting room here for the island platform. Footbridge is the next thing to get. So I didn't want anything too big for the island platform. I wanted something to represent a modernish building that may have replaced an earlier structure at some stage. So that's what we've gone for there. So that's the two buildings ready for the station area. Right, let's have a look at the making of this feathered signal. And we've got the two components there for the head and for the main signal. And on the signal itself, this little tube slides up and down. On the back we've got the 4 terminals there that we solder the 4 wires to, so it's a common, a red, a green and the feather, and they just go to simply 2 on-off switches. So I'm using EMA plastic weld, sorry you can't see that, EMA plastic weld, which I put in it's always in a little piece of foam, so I can't knock it over. I've learned from experience that it's easy to knock over, and just a little paintbrush to apply the liquid, and let's stick the signal together now. So it'll just be a case of moistening these and putting them over the LEDs. So the top will go on there, and then the back will just glue behind it like so. So I'll do that now, and then we can put the next piece on, which is the head. The actual sprue comes with components for a 4-aspect light, 3-aspect light, and obviously the 2 that I'm using plus the feather. And you've got the base bits, you've also got the little box, telephone box to go on the front, and the ladders for around the top, so that'll all be fitted later on. But I want to get the main part of the signal done, so I'll put the head on now. So the head is on and the feather, so this piece is sliding up and down. So the next thing I'll do now is to put the base on, and that's just a simple case of, well, I think it's a simple case of sliding that over there, getting it in the right position, and then things like ladders and that will go around the opposite way because of the so that will go around the opposite way because the ladder obviously comes from the back, Mr. P. There we go. So that's now around the right way. The ladder will go up from the back, and that can go on later on once I've put the wires on the bottom and tested it. Well, there we go. I've put the ladder on now and the bits at the side, but I've managed to break, there's two little loops that form the back part, and I don't know if you can see them there on the desk, that they broke basically, that go around the back. But I hate kit building, I hate doing these sort of things. I don't even know why I've attempted it, but I've had a go, and the actual kit is a good kit. But the next thing now, I'm going to put some wires on, just test it, and then I should start to put them in the baseboard. When you come to do the wiring, they supply the two little resistors, so the resistor goes against the switch, and then if you can see it on there, the resistor goes between the voltage and the switch. So that's nice and easy, and we'll do that on the back of the control panel when we fit the switches. So there we go, soldered the 4 wires on. So I've got red for red, white is my common. I've run out of green, so I'm using a brown for the green, and the pink is for the feather. So they're all soldered on now. Just got to put it through the hole in the baseboard. There we go, so that's the signal now in position, and I'm just holding some wires on the back of the transformer at the moment through the 2 resistors. So a few more signals in position. They're not fitted yet because I'm putting them on bases and then square them up and that sort of thing. So there's an exit there for the yard. There's a ground signal that's exiting this little siding around the end here. There's the exit there for the yard. There'll be an exit up there. The main starter signal there, which will go around the correct way, which is there. Starter signal for platform 1, and yeah, coming on. I'm still on the wiring. All these wires coming through here are from points that are on the next board there. I've had to increase the interboard connections now. I've got 31 terminals down here now, so linking the 2 boards, and the 31 is the points and the signals on that second board there, plus 2 wires for a 12-volt feed for yard lamps. Let me just give you a preview of what may be coming in the next video. Here's a short interlude. There you go. I hope you enjoyed the taster of what's to come next week. Right, what else have I been up to? Well, I've just finished making the bare bones of the control panel. It's going to be the LED switch here, the switches for the signals and the points. I've cut out where the points are going to go, and then the signals will go in as well, with bi-coloured LEDs as well. So that's roughly where the control panel is going to sit. So the next job now is to fit the switches. I'm still waiting for the terminal blocks to come, so I can fit terminal blocks along the back for the wires to come down in, and then the plugs that will go onto there. But I can at least fit the actual switches in position, ready for soldering the wires on. So that's going to be probably the next job. There we go, the switches are in now and the holes for the LEDs, so that we've got a bit of showing which way the signals are going. Before we go, I'm going to show you a little bit of footage from the other night with a running session with a mate of mine, and he knows the correct way to work the DCC controller for getting trains to start correctly. So it's class 67 pulling away from the station under a load. So we'll leave you with that, and then we'll see you again on video 14, which will be a running session. So that'll be all good fun. Hopefully you'll enjoy that one as well. And then, as I say, back to here for video 15. I've started just doing the LEDs in there, so a bit complicated, but that's the wiring so far for just two switches, one for the main signal at the end and one for the feather, plus the LEDs that will come through the board. Anyway, enough of me. See you next time. Cheers now. Bye.